that this is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
We all saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
Hollywood is known for its glamour, fame, and luxury, but behind the red carpets and flashing cameras lie darker, hidden corners that only a few ever glimpse. Today, we're delving into one of the most shocking connections in the entertainment world: the alleged secret ties between two industry giants, Oprah Winfrey and Sean Diddy Combs. Both stars have built empires that extend far beyond their initial fame. Oprah dominating television and Diddy shaping the music industry. Yet, it's not just their achievements making waves lately. Rumors of secret societies, scandalous parties, and unsettling revelations have started to emerge, revealing a side far removed from the public images these two have carefully crafted.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than...
Let's start with Diddy. Over the years, he's become known not only for his musical talent, but also for his lavish lifestyle and infamous parties. These gatherings aren't your typical Hollywood get-togethers. Guests who've attended say they've witnessed scenes that would leave anyone speechless. For years, rumors have circulated about what really goes on behind closed doors at these events, known among insiders as freak-offs. These parties are rumored to cater to the wildest and most secret desires of Hollywood's elite. But it's not just the extravagance that's raising eyebrows. According to some attendees, these gatherings may involve more than harmless fun. Allegations have surfaced suggesting that Diddy uses these events to exert control over his guests, putting them in compromising situations to ensure their loyalty and silence.
Problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there is enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see. These are allegations.
One person who's been especially outspoken about these allegations is Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a former associate of Diddy. In a recent court filing, Jones claimed that Diddy possesses recordings of numerous celebrities, artists, and athletes engaging in illegal activities at his properties. Jones even suggested that Diddy has hidden cameras installed in nearly every room of his homes. These allegations have sent shockwaves through Hollywood, as people begin to question just how deep these secrets might go. If Jones's claims are true, Diddy could be sitting on a treasure trove of footage capable of ruining careers and exposing some of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry.
Replete with very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras throughout his homes where he videotaped.
But it doesn't stop there. Jones's lawsuit also claims that Diddy's notorious parties weren't just about catering to the whims of Hollywood's elite. He alleges that young individuals were present at these gatherings, raising serious concerns about the true nature of these events. Witnesses have described a dark undercurrent at Diddy's parties, with an atmosphere that fostered secrecy and control. Reportedly, guests were often asked to sign non-disclosure agreements upon arrival, ensuring that whatever happened at these freak-offs stayed hidden. Now, with Jones speaking out, the carefully maintained veil of secrecy may finally be lifting, and what's coming to light is nothing short of shocking.
And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those two raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named freak-offs.
It's not just Diddy's parties that are under scrutiny. Rumors are also swirling about his associations with other powerful Hollywood figures, including Oprah Winfrey. While Oprah has long been seen as a symbol of positivity and empowerment, recent leaks suggest she may have deeper connections to Hollywood's hidden circles than she's let on. For years, whispers have circulated about Oprah's ties to certain secret societies within the entertainment industry. These groups are rumored to wield immense influence, controlling not only the careers of those in the business, but also what information reaches the public.
He controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
Next, one particularly explosive rumor involves an alleged confidential video featuring Oprah in a compromising situation. According to sources, this video has circulated quietly among Hollywood elites for years, traded behind the scenes to keep the industry's most powerful figures in line. The notion that such a high-profile figure like Oprah could be involved in something so scandalous seems almost unthinkable. Yet, as more details emerge, it's becoming harder to dismiss these claims as mere tabloid gossip. If this video were ever to surface, it could shatter the carefully cultivated image Oprah has spent decades building.
And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
Of course, it's important to remember that these are only rumors, and none of this has been confirmed. However, the fact that such stories are even being whispered in Hollywood circles is telling. It highlights a broader issue within the entertainment industry, where power and influence often operate in ways the public rarely sees. For Oprah, whose brand is built on trust, authenticity, and empowerment, these rumors pose a serious threat. Her entire career has been founded on the image of a positive force, someone who uplifts others and inspires people to be their best selves. If it turns out she's been involved in activities that betray those values, it could become one of the most explosive scandals Hollywood has ever faced.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap.
So what exactly links Oprah and Diddy? At first glance, it seems unlikely the media mogul and philanthropist alongside the flashy music producer known for his hard-partying lifestyle. But digging deeper reveals surprising ties between them. Both have built empires that rely heavily on carefully crafted public personas, and both have mastered control over their narratives. Behind the scenes, however, it appears they may share more than people realize. Rumor has it that Oprah and Diddy aren't just casual acquaintances, they're allegedly part of a larger network of Hollywood elites connected through a series of secretive and often unsettling practices.
Now, so what is next? Is he going to be in jail in this facility until the trial begins? Is there a chance he could, get moved earlier than that?
As of this moment, as of this hour, as of today, yes. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be appealing this thing next to the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to overturn the judge's order here to try and get him actually released.
Key element linking Oprah and Diddy is their mutual involvement in exclusive entertainment industry circles. These circles are famously hard to access, and those within them hold extraordinary power. It's said that within these groups, deals are made, secrets are safeguarded, and reputations are shaped or shattered, all behind closed doors. For years, Diddy has been seen as a prominent figure in these secretive networks, allegedly using his influence to manipulate and control those around him. While Oprah has always projected a more wholesome image, questions are now emerging about whether she, too, might be involved in similar activities, albeit in a more discreet manner.
I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now.
One notable connection between Oprah and Diddy is their shared ability to draw high-profile guests to their events. Over the years, both have hosted some of Hollywood's most exclusive gatherings, with guest lists that read like a who's who of the entertainment world. These parties are seen as the ultimate status symbol. An invitation means you've reached the pinnacle of success. But as recent allegations about Diddy's events suggest, these glamorous gatherings aren't always what they appear. Behind the glitz lies a much darker side that few ever see. For those within this elite circle, the stakes are high. One misstep and everything could come crashing down.
Well, either way, if you got to run to a private island because your evil doings are doing so much and they storming your house, it's one of these.
So what does all of this mean for Oprah and Diddy? At this point, it's hard to say for certain. Both have denied any involvement in the more scandalous aspects of the rumors, and there's no concrete evidence suggesting they've committed any illegal acts. However, the fact that these stories are circulating at all is enough to raise serious concerns. If even a fraction of the allegations turn out to be true, the consequences could be devastating for both of them. For Diddy, who's already facing numerous legal battles and investigations, these latest claims could prove to be the final blow. And for Oprah, whose reputation as a trusted public figure is her most valuable asset, the potential fallout could be even more catastrophic.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
As we delve deeper into these allegations, it becomes clear that this isn't just about Oprah and Diddy. It's about the entire entertainment industry and the power dynamics that have allowed certain individuals to operate with impunity for so long. Hollywood has long been a place where the rules don't always apply, and the rich and powerful can get away with things that would ruin the lives of ordinary people. But with more whistleblowers coming forward, the cracks in the facade are beginning to show. And as those cracks widen, it's only a matter of time before the whole house of cards comes crashing down. In recent months, the allegations surrounding Diddy's secret parties have gained more attention, especially with the involvement of other high-profile figures. Celebrities like 50 Cent have been vocal about their disdain for Diddy, often hinting at the darker side of his lifestyle without fully revealing what they know. In one particularly telling Instagram post, 50 Cent took a jab at Diddy, saying, "Shaking my head, this is going to be so good. Would you want to bet that I will get these tapes? I'll pay top dollar for them. Have you been over there? I don't go to puffy parties." While this may seem like just another celebrity dig, it's clear that 50 Cent knows more than he's letting on. His comments suggest there's far more to Diddy's parties than meets the eye, and if those tapes exist, they could be explosive.
And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like, I felt like I was in the presence of his mom.
As for Oprah, she has largely remained silent on the matter, choosing to distance herself from the rumors rather than confront them directly. However, her silence is beginning to raise questions. If there's no truth to these allegations, why hasn't she spoken out more forcefully? Could there be some validity to the whispers, or is she simply trying to protect her brand by avoiding any connection to such scandalous claims? Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: Oprah is no stranger to controversy. Over the years, she has faced numerous challenges to her reputation, from her association with disgraced figures like Harvey Weinstein to her involvement in high-profile legal battles. Yet she has always managed to emerge unscathed, with her image intact. This time, though, the stakes are higher and the rumors more damaging. If she doesn't address these allegations soon, the harm to her reputation could become irreparable.
That's of course. There's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers.
As we move forward, it's becoming clear that the connection between Diddy and Oprah is just the tip of the iceberg. There are likely many more powerful figures involved in these secretive Hollywood circles, all working together to protect and maintain their positions of influence. While we may never know the full extent of their activities, the fact that these stories are beginning to surface indicates that the era of Hollywood's untouchable elites may be coming to an end. The public is no longer willing to turn a blind eye to the darker side of fame, and as more people come forward with their stories, the truth will inevitably come to light.
100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere facility.
For now, all we can do is watch and wait as the scandal continues to unfold, knowing that the revelations that come next could reshape Hollywood forever. Could we be on the brink of one of the biggest power shifts in entertainment history? Let's get real for a second. When you hear the names Sean Diddy Combs and Oprah Winfrey, what comes to mind? Most people think of Diddy as the flashy music mogul, always in the spotlight throwing extravagant parties, and Oprah as the ultimate media queen, someone who built an empire based on trust, positivity, and empowerment. But as we've already discussed, the deeper you dig into their stories, the more cracks begin to appear in the pristine images they've so carefully crafted over the years. When it comes to Diddy, his past is riddled with scandal after scandal, some so serious that they've left many questioning how he's managed to stay on top for so long. So let's dive into some of the darker moments of Diddy's career, along with the lawsuits and accusations that have haunted him along the way.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
Before Diddy became the multi-millionaire mogul we know today, he was just a kid from Harlem with big dreams. But even in his early years, there were signs that Diddy wasn't afraid to walk the line between success and controversy. In fact, his entire rise to fame has been marked by stories of crime, betrayal, and shady deals. Back in the early 90s, when he was still going by the name Puff Daddy, Diddy made a name for himself as an ambitious A&R executive at Uptown Records. However, after being fired from the label, allegedly for being too aggressive in his pursuit of success, he quickly bounced back and founded Bad Boy Records, which would go on to become one of the most influential labels in hip-hop history. But here's the thing. Diddy's rise to the top was far from clean. From the very beginning, he was connected to some of the biggest names in hip-hop, including the Notorious Big, who would become one of his closest friends and biggest stars. While the two certainly made history together, their relationship was overshadowed by the East Coast-West Coast feud, which ultimately led to Biggie's tragic death. Despite Diddy's repeated denials of any involvement in the violence surrounding the feud, rumors have persisted for years that he may have played a bigger role than he lets on. Some have even suggested that Diddy used the tension between the two coasts to his advantage, manipulating the situation to solidify his position as a leader in the industry.
Not only should he have apologized to Kathy in that video, he should have apologized to all of the general public that he lied to.
One of the most notorious incidents in Diddy's early career occurred in December 1999 when he and his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, became entangled in a nightclub shooting in New York City. The story goes that Diddy and his entourage got into a heated argument with another group at Club New York, which quickly escalated into violence when shots were fired. 3 people were injured in the chaos, and Diddy was arrested along with his bodyguard and fellow rapper Shyne. While Shyne would go on to serve nearly a decade in prison for his involvement, Diddy walked away with his career intact. He was acquitted of all charges, but the trial exposed the darker side of his world, one filled with violence, power plays, and questionable associations. Many speculated that Diddy's legal team, reportedly including some of the best lawyers money could buy, played a significant role in shielding him from the consequences. However, this was far from the last time Diddy found himself in legal trouble. Over the years, he's been involved in several high-profile lawsuits that suggest a man willing to use his wealth and influence to avoid accountability. One of the most disturbing cases occurred in 2020, when Diddy was sued by his former personal chef, Cindy Ruda. Ruda alleged that Diddy subjected her to a hostile work environment, frequently asking her to serve him meals while he was in compromising positions or entertaining guests in his bedroom. When Ruda attempted to report the inappropriate behavior, she claimed she was ignored and eventually fired in retaliation. The case was settled out of court, but it left many wondering about the extent of Diddy's behavior and whether other victims had yet to come forward.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest the guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
Another significant chapter in Diddy's controversial life involves the tragic death of Kim Porter, his longtime partner and the mother of 3 of his children. Porter passed away in 2018, with her death officially ruled as the result of natural causes. However, questions have persisted about the circumstances surrounding her passing. Some insiders have suggested that Porter may have known too much about Diddy's personal life and business dealings, leading to suspicions about the suddenness of her death. While there's no concrete evidence to support these claims, it adds to the air of mystery and controversy that has long surrounded Diddy's life. Perhaps one of the most shocking accusations against Diddy came earlier this year when he was named in a lawsuit filed by a man named Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Jones, who had worked closely with Diddy for several years, alleged that Diddy was involved in a criminal enterprise encompassing everything from illegal transactions to coercion and manipulation. According to Jones, Diddy not only pressured him into procuring individuals for his infamous parties, but also coerced him into participating in activities he found uncomfortable. Furthermore, Jones claimed that Diddy used his industry connections to intimidate and control those who worked for him, often resorting to threats and violence to maintain his dominance and power.
You describe yourself as a spiritual medium. What does that mean, a medium?
It's not just Rodney Lil Rod Jones who has come forward with similar accusations over the years. Several former employees and associates have alleged that Diddy created a toxic work environment where loyalty was demanded above all else, and those who crossed him were blacklisted from the industry. Some have even suggested that Diddy has a network of enforcers who ensure that anyone who speaks out against him is silenced. While these claims have never been definitively proven, the sheer number of allegations raises serious questions about Diddy's true character and whether his success has come at the expense of those around him. Now let's shift focus to Oprah. While Diddy's controversies often revolve around violence and power struggles, Oprah's scandals tend to be more subtle but no less damaging to her carefully cultivated image. For decades, Oprah has been viewed as a beacon of hope, a figure who uses her platform to inspire and uplift. However, as we've seen with other powerful figures in Hollywood, even the brightest stars have their darker sides.
A man who claims to work miracles and heal the sick. He calls himself John of God, but there's nothing godly about him.
One of the biggest controversies surrounding Oprah involves her past relationship with Harvey Weinstein, the disgraced Hollywood producer convicted in 2020 for serious crimes. For years, Oprah and Weinstein were close, with Oprah often praising his work in the film industry and even lending her influence to support projects he produced. However, when allegations against Weinstein came to light, many noticed that Oprah seemed to distance herself from him almost immediately. Critics accused her of turning a blind eye to Weinstein's behavior for years, despite long-standing rumors of his misconduct circulating in Hollywood. While Oprah has denied knowing the full extent of Weinstein's actions, some have questioned how someone as well-connected as she is could have been unaware of what was happening. Oprah has spent decades cultivating relationships with some of the most powerful figures in entertainment, which raises the question, was she truly in the dark about Weinstein's behavior, or was she protecting her own interests by staying silent? It's a question that continues to cast a shadow over her legacy, leading many to wonder about the cost of her success.